Let's go. What's happening? We trapping. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We out here in the building today. Hope everybody's having a good day, a good morning. We in the building. We gotta talk about these cheese heads, these stinking cheese heads. We gotta discuss it, you know what I'm saying? Look at their numbers. Look at our advantages and our disadvantages, you know. Vulnerable areas, all of that good stuff. But you know our mighty Cowboys are in a great position. So please make sure you hit that like and share for the squad, and we're not charging card. Yes, sir. And all my minds, man, please make sure you're sharing the content. I got a whole lot of minds, man. We trying to get to that 5K. Hey, we putting more emphasis on sharing and liking as of late now. We appreciate y'all for all the support, but we on a mission. Let's get Landlord to 5K, man. I appreciate everything y'all done so far, but let's get it done. Yes, sir. Shout out to JB2 in the building, man. Them members sliding in for the win. Shout out to Miss Regina Green with the green, Miss Ella Lockhart, Miss Patrice Langford, Joe Tranchina, Jeremy Silas, John Jones. Shout out to everybody, man. J Diz, what's happening? Hit that share, hit that like for the squad. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Let's run these numbers up. Let's run these numbers up. Let's go. Shout out to the Quincy Coleman, man. Mr. Contrarian in the building. Shout out to Terry Stewart, Joe Gonzalez in the building. What's happening? Y'all get these numbers up, get these likes up, get these shares up. Cause it's up, y'all. What's happening? Yes, sir. Tell your neighbors, cousins, aunties, nephews. Landlord need them views. So use that like and share for the squad. Let's go. Shout out to Trout Boy Reddy in the building. Ruben St. Hernandez, Los Altos in the building. What's happening? But you know, first and foremost, we gotta make sure the haters doing the most what they was put on God's green earth to do. And you already knew that's hate, man. Let's get this trap jump around the corner, man. Shout out to everybody rocking. We just trapping on a Wednesday. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same
We just trapping on the
ain't no looking back, came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. Hey, and we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate.
Yes, sir.
That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, Landlord is showing how to ball, boy. You ain't even on the team, you just a ball, boy. Real high, used to rock knockout, but it's real now. Real fly, I probably average your career.
Let's go.
Nigga one day hating on it, probably wanna kill. When they got our own bag, we hollin'.
We got to see these boys fish.
Long live CEO, CIP the dollar.
Yes, sir.
Took my brother, that made me go harder. That turned me to a monster.
Let's go.
Now I'm focused on the comma. I'ma run up them comma. The summer, run up them numbers, yeah. I know that they hate the way the ball, man. Rockin' all this ball, man. Street made on the chain. I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the
We
same
just trapping on the
ain't no looking back, we came a long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but just let them hate. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, and we just get K and they just in the way. Hey, that what make them hate. That what make them hate. Hey, cause we just get K and they just in the way. Hey,
we just trapping on a hump day. That's all. No biggie. No big deal. Now you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you in the trap, sir.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Make no mistake about it, man. Hey, man, let's not beat around the bush. Let's not sugarcoat how important this game is to our head coach, Big Mike. Hey, this one for Big Mike, y'all.
Trap.
We'll let Mike McCarthy be subtle about it. We'll let him act like it's no big deal. We'll let coach be focused on his mission and not act like it's not on his mind, like he ain't ready to spin back on the ops, like he ain't ready to spin back.
I'm trying to smoke me up.
But I want y'all to know this is very important for my coach. I feel like preaching about it, Hey, we need to realize that this is very much so important. That man came dressed like Vince Lombardi last time. That man really want this win. He got something to say. He got a message to send to the Green Bay Packers, and we need to deliver it for our coach, Big Mike Soprano. Let's get it, y'all. Quit playing. Quit playing. Let's quit playing like this ain't no real game that he want real bad. Let's stop playing like this wasn't a big failure last year when we let Kellen Moore just stink up the joint, We gotta realize this now. Hey, the coach don't supposed to say it, but the people in the locker room, I want my team to be standing on it. I want my team to be stepping by it. Because look, this is for Mike McCarthy. If y'all want to play for y'all coach, if y'all want to turn up for y'all coach, this the game right here. This the game right here. So make no mistake about it. You gonna hear a lot of this beating around the bush, all this stuff. But after the game, you gonna see how important it was, how we gonna turn up. You gonna see.
Trap.
Before the game, it's just another game. We're not doing all that. It's okay. We'll do this. They gonna deflect. They gonna be blocking like Mayweather. You understand? They gonna be blocking like Mayweather. But when you see the reaction after we go and get this big time win, then you'll realize the importance and how much it means to us. They just don't want to reveal their true agenda right now. But I hope the team got it on their mind. I hope the team got it on their heart. I hope the team ready to go out here and take this one for Big Mike Soprano, man. Let's get it.
Trap.
I hope the team ready to go get it for Big Mike because this is important. So, last year, he said he went out there dressed like Vince Lombardi, and he regretted that he put so much emphasis and so much importance on this game. And, he felt like he made a mistake in that regard. But the Cowboys, the team, the other coaches, they need to make sure they know, hey, it wasn't a mistake, and we really feel you. We rocks with you, Big Mike. We going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, Mike McCarthy has done a lot for this team. Now it's time to return the favor, man. He done gave Dak Prescott MVP candidacy, like you know what I'm saying? He done gave you 12 and 5, 3 years back to back. So hey, it's time to get that little payback from Mike McCarthy, man. I really feel like this is important for the chemistry that we build and the culture that we build, and for this team. I think this game is important just because of who it is, just because it's the Cheesehead Packers. That's why. This how what that song say? I'm just stunning on my ex chick. You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
You gotta stun on your ex chick. That's what Mike McCarthy trying to do. He trying to let them know that he's better off and he's having a wonderful life. He living his best life. That's what he trying to let them know. But was that a bird or a plane? What was it? I don't know. Oh, it's the Ferris Blues, of course. That's what it is. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let's get it. Okay, we got some topics of the day. We got some nice numbers. Shout out to my guy HTM Sports, man. We've been digging, looking for this exclusive stuff, man. So hey, man, shout out to the community, man.
Trap.
We had to do some digging, man. We had to pull out the shovels for this right here. We had to pull out the shovel. But offensive breakdown, the Cowboys are very efficient, passing on both early and late downs. Passing efficiency, early downs, 0.14 is fifth in the league. Late downs, 0.37, third in the league. Rushing efficiency, though, we got to get that up. Early down rushing, 0.14 is 19th in the league. And we already know how it go, man. A lot of people was kind of angry at Mike McCarthy for rushing so early, doing that, running the ball on first down so often. And the numbers saying that is not effective for us. So maybe we need to implement more play action, early downs, first down, come out aggressive with play action and stuff like that. So I feel like that'll have us more successful. That'll help us out more. and being aggressive is the key. Being aggressive is our main objective. That's how we want to operate. That's how we want to play football. We want to be aggressive. Make no mistake about that. It is not the subtle offense that a lot of people thought they was going to have this year. Remember all these people were like, well, Mike McCarthy offense ain't going to be that explosive. Y'all remember that? Trap. I'm dealing with some kind of voice issue right now. It sounds like I'm about to lose my voice, so y'all rock with me. Y'all bear with me. We going to fight through it. We can do it. You understand? We can do this. But listen, what you will realize, a lot of people said Mike McCarthy wasn't going to be able to orchestrate no top-notch, no efficient, no explosive offense. They just said, hey, man, Mike McCarthy's just going to, run the ball, and he's going to be mediocre. We're not going to be as explosive as we was with Kellen Moore. What happened to those takes? Because it was definitely untrue. It was not right. Mike McCarthy came and made this offense more efficient and more explosive and more vertical. Shout out to Big Mike.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him, Jones, I'm him, Duncan.
It says Mike McCarthy has fully leaned into the pass with the 4th highest passer rate over expected in the league. And the Cowboys ranked 2nd in EPA. So we getting 3.4% more yardage than expected on most of these plays. So that's impressive. Our distance travel, you see Dak Prescott 7.98. That's 13th in the league. Yak, we near the bottom. We near the bottom. The only person that probably get yak is CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson. They probably the only ones that's registering on the Richter scale.
Trap.
Not the Richter scale.
Trap.
It says Dallas has been efficient out of multiple personnel groupings this year. They like to pass out of both 11 and 12 personnel. So you'll see top personnel usage. You'll see 62.0. I'm not sure if that's a 0 or 8. I got on glasses and it's very small. So I think that's 62.0 if I'm not mistaken. And we use it 62% of the time we in 11 personnel. And you remember on my video that I did when I was talking about how we can improve in the run game, I was saying one of my first points was let's change personnel when we are really trying to impose our will and run the ball. Get out 11 personnel. Get some more 12 personnel. Get some more 2 tight ends and put Hunter Lipke back there. Put them in fullback and then have 2 tight ends. Like, we need to change our personnel when we actually trying to run. Because 11 personnel is really not the greatest personnel out there to be trying to run, especially if your line ain't just dominating and your receivers ain't blocking like they should. So if you struggling in the run game, definitely might need to put some more heavier personnel on the field. So you see we are predominantly 11 personnel team and 12 personnel, that's 2 tight ends, and we do that only 15% of the time. 13 personnel, 5.5, 21 personnel, that's 2 running backs, that's 4.9%. So basically we run 11 personnel, y'all.
Trap.
Basically we run 11 personnel, so we need to switch that up just a tad bit so we can be more more deceptive, more elusive in the way we want to attack these boys as far as the run game go. But that's a little bit of self-scouting. The scheme breakdown, play action has been a staple of the Cowboys offense this season, and they've used it at the 5th highest rate in the league. That's great. I want to see it more on first down. That's probably where we've been lacking there. We probably been using play action on second down because we run most of the time. But it says motion rate 36.2, that's 13th. That's middle of the pack. That's pretty decent. Play action rate 24%. That's 5th in the league. RPO rate 4.1 in the league. That's middle of the pack, a little below middle. And time to throw 2.62. So that's 13th. Now that's quick. But Dak Prescott, the offense is designed to be throwing in 2.3. So if he get anything over that, that's Dak Prescott scrambling and improvising and doing stuff, pulling rabbits out the hat. So we enjoy that, and we know that Dak is effective when he uses his legs and manipulate the pocket and finding the receivers and just getting yardage, keeping us ahead of the chain. So that's very important, something to look at. But it says passing production, EPA, passing rank, and frequency. Okay, it looks like, let's see, short left, we don't do that much. Short middle, we don't do that much. Short right, we fourth, we do a lot over there. And we see Dak Prescott is pushing the ball down the field. Dak is pushing the ball down the field. Most of his stuff is deep and it's green. Okay, it's 5 yards or more, he's 6, 10 yards, he's 10th. 15 yards or more, he's 11th. 20 yards or more, he's 19th. And 25 plus, he's 9th. And you can see how he's effective all over the field. Dak has been chunking it deep. And yeah, that's what we need the best for this offense. I feel like us being aggressive, us being vertical, that's what make us pretty much an unstoppable offense. This the offense that we were seeing in training camp, and everybody was raving about. Okay, the quarterback breakdown, Dak Prescott at an MVP level for most of the 2023 season. He is ranked 3rd in EPA play and 5th in yards per attempt, while his main area of improvement is avoiding sacks when pressure. Yeah, he's been moving, he's been grooving this year. Dak has been on a tear. But EPA/play, he says 1.9. That is 3rd, I think they said. And completion percentage, 68.3, that's 4th. Catchable passing rate, 74.3, that's 12th. Yards per attempt, 7.6, that's 5th. And pressure to sack percentage, 25, that's 22nd. Scramble percentage, that's 4.2, that's 20th. But rusher breakdown, Tony Pollard struggles to get his explosiveness back after his injury, while Rico Dowdle was able to step up and shoulder the workload. So they talking about Tony having a down year, but we seen he reached the 1,000-yard mark. But we know we got an extra game. So don't get carried away. But we still ain't gonna take away from what he did. I feel like he's starting to heat up. He's getting a little better down the stretch. So that's something we need to pay attention to. Hopefully we can get this rejuvenated, this new Tony Pollard compared to what we were seeing down the season, because it seemed that time Tony was in his head. It seems that time Tony was taking the wrong run lanes and when cutting back, when doing no jump cuts. As of late, it seems like Tony done turned it back up, man. So that's good. Hopefully we can get this form of Tony Pollard in the playoffs. What's happening with you, Miss Nisa, Miss Gina L. Chase, everybody rocking with your boy, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your boy, man. Let's go. Okay. It says Tony Pollard rushing sharing. The sharing is not too bad. Tony 60%, Rico 20%. Okay. Yards per carry, Tony is at 3.98. That's not too great. Rico at 3.9. That's not too great. EPA rush 0.08 and 0.07 for Rico. Not too great. 40% success rate, 35% success rate. This run game has been struggling over the course of the whole year. It looks like 6.7% explosiveness, 3.8% explosiveness for Rico. So neither one of these backs has been explosive on a consistent basis throughout the whole year. So that's definitely, everybody knows that this is an area that we got to improve on. This is an area that we've been struggling on. That's why you've seen so much emphasis in that Washington game for us to get this run game rejuvenated. This is why you've seen so many rushing attempts and so many between the tackle attempts. We put that on our mind. That was one of our biggest missions in that game, to establish that run game back. So make no mistake about that. We trying to improve in that area, and we need to. It's about time. We got to get a good run game going into the playoffs. Pass catcher breakdown. CeeDee Lamb played at an offensive player of the year level this season and ranked first in total EPA when targeted. Jake Ferguson and Brandon Cooks have stepped up to be good secondary receiving options as well. Okay, these are our guys. Michael Gallup, though, my God. Michael Gallup, though, my God. Hey, Michael Gallup is probably the only person that's, been a little lackluster, man. So we'll why y'all timed out Israel like that? What he did? Dang, my God. I don't know if he did, man, but sheesh. They timed him out for 300 seconds. My God. Okay, let me get back into the content. CeeDee Lamb, they said target share 29.8 yards, 1651, 2.77 yards per run attempt, total EPA 94.0, average yards of separation 1.24. So hey, he getting you a yard of separation, and Jake Ferguson is doing better than that far as yards of separation. He getting 16.9% of the targets. We know that Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb getting the bulk of the targets and bulk of the throws headed their way. But Jake Ferguson got 692 yards. And these are the guys who we go to the most. Basically, that's what they saying. Brandon Cooks is third. He's becoming a bigger part of this offense, and that's good. That's encouraging for us going forward. But Michael Gallup, man, my God. That shit hurt, don't it, y'all? MG. Let's just hope he turn up during the playoffs. We ain't gonna trap. Not that I'm taking targets away from nobody, but let's just hope in some of these miscellaneous situations, Michael Gallup just pop up open and 50-50 ball and catching over folks, just going crazy. Let's just hope for that, y'all. Let's just hope for the best. Because at this point, he is very high paid. He's the most highest paid wide receiver that we have, and we're not getting hardly no production from him. You know what I'm saying? We just got to hope for the best. Hopefully he come through and be wet. Clutch when we need him. Hopefully he can turn up in the biggest games, in the biggest situations, because, man, I don't even want to look at his stats for the season. I know it's not pretty. But, yeah, let's continue, man. Hopefully Michael Gallup can get better and turn up a little bit more, man, because it's not looking too good. But defensive overview, another year under Dan Quinn, the Cowboys defense is top 5 in EPA plays allowed. They did a great job of forcing negative plays through those sacks and turnovers. They had some issues tackling that second level in the run defense and with yards after the catch, though. Okay, EPA, we at 0.08, fourth in the league. Passes, yards allowed, we at 6th in the league. Rushing yards allowed, 11th in the league. Okay, our distance of travel, 7.66, so that's 16th in the league. That's middle of the pack. Yards after catch, we 18th in the league, 5.65. We got to get better at that. And look, excuse me, y'all. I'm trying my best to work through this voice. But one thing you will notice, when we had games that we struggled on, y'all remember DQ just say, hey, we had some bad tackling. And that looks like that's a big component to us having a bad day. Tackling is a huge part of it, because the way the defense is structured, a lot of the times they're going to have to just come up and make the tackle. You might give up a little quick pass or a little turnaround, a little comeback route here and there. It's certain things as a defense you're willing to give up, but you can't give up the short pass or whatever and then miss the tackle. That just defeats the whole purpose. So long as you come up and tackle, your defense gonna look way, way better. Your defense gonna look way, way better. Somebody said Landlord need to take a shot of yak. Nah, not this early in the morning. I'm good. Hey, this is my yak right here, man. I'm drinking coffee. So. Yeah, that's that stuff. That's what got me going. That's what had me with my energy this early in the morning, man. You gotta have energy on morning shows. I don't want to have y'all sleep. I gotta crank y'all up. We gotta get y'all morning going.
Trap.
We gotta get y'all morning going, man. I gotta get y'all a kickstart, man. So that's what we do here. We got a duty to uphold when you a morning show, man. You gotta get the people going. It's provocative. We got them going gorillas, like Kanye said, man. But it says the Cowboys' pass defense is strong enough to have teams run on them 3.3% more often than expectation. They are also able to create sacks when teams do drop back. So that's interesting. People running on us more because they don't want to deal with that pass rush. But one thing you got to realize, though, you wouldn't want to deal with this pass rush if you don't have to. So most people will elect to run the ball. So it's a privilege to pass rush. We got to realize that. We got to go out there and dominate and force our will and make sure they got to throw the ball. Did you hear who heard sounds from the sidelines yesterday? Did you hear Al Harris? It sounded like that was the main objective. He said if we get a stop right here, they going to have to throw that bit. They going to have to throw Trap. Did you see that? It seemed like Al Harris understands that that's part of the mission. We want to be able to release our pass rushers. So that's how it is, man. I can't wait to see us and see how we want to affect this stuff. Shout out to Joe Knowles sliding in for the win, man. Y'all please hit the like and share button. Please hit the sub button. Help your boy grow this thing, man. We trying to do great things. So, if you're tuning in for the first time, I go by Landlord from Alabama with the same handle on all social media. Tap in with your boy. But let's continue, man. Top 5 personnels against. A lot of people running 11 personnel. That's just the way of the league right now, y'all. It looks like everybody runs 11 personnel most of the time. It is what it is. But everybody is not struggling at the run. That's the only reason I want us to change our position a little bit, because it seems like we can't run that well out of 11 personnel, bars. We can't run that well out of 11 personnel, so we might need to turn it up a notch. We might need to implement 12 personnel, 21 personnel more. Put Hunter right there and put Tony back there together so we can have some more strong people out there. Strong with the K. Y'all know how we do, man. Y'all know how we do. Strong with the K people out there to move people around, open up some of these run lanes, man. But, a lot of people run 11 personnel against us, 12 against us, 23% of the time. And that's pretty much the league standard these days, man. So that's no surprise right there. Passer production against us, EPA pass against, ranked, and efficiency. You see, deep right, people ain't doing that. Ain't that what Gilly be at most of the time? Ain't that what Gilly be at most of the time, y'all? Correct me if I'm wrong. If I ain't mistaken, Gilly be on the right side of the defense, and it don't look like he's allowing too much of nothing over there. So shout out to old man Gilly, man. He played way better than I expected. I gotta admit that. He played way better than I expected. I didn't think he'd be trash, but he playing like a number 1 corner. He playing like he's still a number 1 corner in this league. And he playing against the best competition. Like, we've been lining him up against the best people probably ever since that Seattle game, and Bland kind of got, destroyed against Metcalf. But it looks like Stephon is not playing with folks. The middle of the field, we ain't surrendering much. 15 to 20 yards, we ain't surrendering much. And deep 25, they giving up a lot. So Bland will get beat deep sometimes. Seems like Bland will get beat deep a few times in the game. But for the most part, man, I like what I see from my secondary, especially as of late. I feel like this secondary is playing better and better as the years go on. So pass rusher breakdown. The Cowboys usually rush 4, but send 5-man pressures at the second highest rate in the league. Now that's something I wasn't even aware of. Excuse me, y'all. I'm fighting, y'all. I'm fighting. My voice is trying to leave me. But it says The Cowboys sent 5-man pressure, the second highest rate in the league. So who in the world we sending? Who is the fifth rusher? Maybe they sending Dante Fowler in there, and then probably sending Micah from the middle. Who knows? I have to go check that, but that's interesting. But it says rushers 3 or less. We ain't doing 3 or less rushers. 66.3% of the time. You know, that's a normal base lineup. 5 rushers, 27.6%, second in the league. That's interesting. And EPA allowed 0.59 when we got 3 or less rushers. That's 32nd in the league. We need to blitz. That's what it sounds like to me.
Trap.
Don't come out here trying to sit around and play coverage all day, looks like to me. You need to send people. So 4 or more, we 11th, a little above average in the league. Then we send 5, we 4th in the league. 6 or more, we first. We ain't surrendering nothing. We going at them boys. We coming at them. So, okay, pressure percentage 23.1 with 3 or less. With 4, we got 30.5%, which is 3rd in the league. That's pretty high. And that's the normal base that we rushing with. 5 or more, 39.5%. That's 8th in the league. That's pretty impressive. So we need to send 4 or 5 or more rushers at all times. And we know when we got 4 in the game, we got 6.6% sacks attempts. That's 5th in the league. 10.3 with 5. That's 3rd in the league. And 6 or more, 0. Good grief. We must ain't never did it. That's all that means. We probably ain't never sent 6 people. So that's why it's at the bottom. We ain't got to send that much when we effective with our 4 and 5 like we are. So that's good job by DQ right there. Coverage breakdown, the Cowboys play cover 1 at the highest rate in the NFL, and for a good reason. They have ranked 9th in EPA allowed when doing so. So y'all know we run cover 1. We like to have Malik Hook on top, playing single high, and 55% 0.7 first in the league of playing cover 1. EPA 9th. Success percentage 21st, and most vulnerable route is a slant in this cover 1. Yeah, we get a lot of slants against us. DK and AJ Brown, they like to do a lot of slants against us. It looks like slants and curls is what's gonna get you, but you know when you in cover 3 and cover 4, they gonna find them soft spots in the zone. So that's why the curls and stuff be effective. We hated curls with Kellen Moore, but curls is very effective when you find the soft spots in the zone. So that's pretty much what they good for. But, you know, Kellen Moore just went curl crazy though, you know. So defensive line, Michael Parsons continues to be one of the best pass rushers in the league, while DeMarcus Lawrence has also played well. Yeah, he has. Snap percentage 80.7. Micah got the most. And it says pressure percentage 14.8. That's second in the league. And sack percentage 2.7. That's 10th. Tackles for loss 2.1. Time to pressure 2.5 seconds. So he's coming very, very fast. You don't have a long time to make a decision. So let's look. Osa getting that back there 2.8. His sack percentage is 1%. We don't expect a whole lot of sacks from Osa, but we just need him to collapse the pocket and get pressure. DeMarcus Lawrence, let's see, 55.7% of the snaps. That's 10.8% of the pressure percentage. And tackles for loss, 1.9%. He been in with the tackle for loss. And time to pressure, 2.63. So he's slightly behind Michael Parsons, but hey, Tank is making some noise. And that's strange that Dorrance Armstrong getting back there quicker than Tank. Wow.
Trap.
Dorrance Armstrong getting back there quicker than Tank. That's strange right there. That's interesting right there. That's interesting. But yeah, man, that was just a nice little look at our defensive line, pressure rate, and stuff like that. Far as the back seven, Stephon Gilmore and DaRon Bland stepped up without Trayvon Diggs and have been great when targeted. Okay, Stephon Gilmore's snap percentage 94.6, cornerback. Let's see, 1.3, and when targeted, 5.9. So they're not targeting Stephon that much, but when they are, he's not allowing that much, man. And DaRon Bland right behind him, he playing less snaps than Gilly look like, but it's crazy how good Gilly been, bro. He's playing all these snaps, 94.6% of the snaps, and still not allowing much at the, he's not allowing much. So that's interesting that old man Gilly, I'm ready to give him another contract. But you see other players like Curse, Hills is not as good. Donovan Wilson ain't no very much good coverage guy. But I like what I see from the top guys who's supposed to be coverage guys. And Jordan Lewis at the bottom, but his numbers look okay. It don't look too terrible. He only plays 65% of the snaps and stuff like that. So I like what I see from my secondary as of late. But let's get into these ops, man. Let's go look at the ops.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter, I'm trying to smoke me up.
Somebody pass me a lighter, man. We got to smoke these ops. Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, the young phenom, what they trying to make them out to be. Offensive breakdown, the Packers have been productive passing on early and late downs and can use the run game on early downs when needed. Passing efficiency early downs, 0.12, ninth in the league. Late downs, they 6th in the league. Rushing efficiency, early downs, they 7th. Late downs, 21st. So they running early and they being effective with it. The Packers are much further ahead than where most expected them to be. They rank 7 in EPA play and 6 in EPA pass, despite most of the offense being 26 years or younger. So this a young, effective team right here. So I was trying to tell people, from what I seen on film, don't get it twisted. Like, they young, but they a talented bunch. They just trying to get it together. So even though they receivers ain't got names and household names and all of this stuff, but from what I see, they very effective and they building chemistry and they getting hot late. So I hope this team ain't gonna take this for granted, you know what I'm saying? Take this with a grain of salt, but they've been doing pretty decently as of late. So we need to make sure we on our A game, because they got some little fast, quick, twitchy dudes who you might not want to deal with. But they got his air distance of travel, 8.63. He's pushing the ball down the field. He's a YOLO dude. He's throwing the ball left and right. So that's something we need to pay attention to. Yak yards, there's not getting many yak. He's throwing the ball very far. Matt LaFleur's offense emphasizes pushing the ball down the field, and Jordan Love has the 4th highest air distance of travel. Okay, top personnel, what we said, the recurring thing, most modern offenses is running 11 personnel more than anybody. So 64% of the time they running 11. 12% of the time, 30% of the time they running 12, and they really don't run the other stuff at all almost. So I think that's important. We got to pay attention to that. We already know 11 personnel is pretty much league standard. Almost every team we done covered this year ran more 11 personnel than anything. That what Kellen Moore used to run a lot too, so this is just the normal league standard. Scheme breakdown, the Packers use motion at the top 10 rate and utilize play action and RPOs at the above average rate. Motion, they use motion 41.8% of the time, which is 7th. Play action, they use it 20% of the time, which is 13th. But RPO, I was about to say, from what I seen on film, they was using RPO a whole lot. That's good. That's pretty much common practice when you got a young quarterback. You kind of want to have him, involved in multiple decisions, and so you can kind of throw off the pass rush and all these exotic blitzes. With a young quarterback, RPO is very effective. So they run a lot of RPO over there. At 4.5%, 11th in the league. Time to throw, 2.63. Who remember how quick Michael Parsons gonna get the sack, though?
Trap.
Do you remember how quick Michael Parsons said he'll get the sack? They had Michael Parsons at 2.5. So, hey, a couple of ticks, you ain't gonna get them extra couple of ticks against us, sir. That's what we trying to tell you. We already know how Michael Parsons is kind.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
So them couple of extra seconds won't be there for you to improvise and try to strategize trying to get through to my secondary. That's not gonna work out for you. But you see he's pretty successful deep. Most of his stuff, it's like they going deep or nothing. You see they not even really attempting the mid stuff. They only going deep or short. So that's interesting right there. I was watching the Detroit Lions game, the last game where they beat the Lions. The very first play from scrimmage, they threw a deep ball to Christian Watson.
Trap.
So pay attention. These boys pushing the ball down the field. They trying to go for the gusto. He gonna give you a lot of YOLO balls. His decision making is questionable, y'all. Like, I know everybody talk about the talent he has, but from what I seen, man, his decision making is very questionable. And he got an arrogant arm. Shout out to Skywalker Steel for that term, man, because that's dope. He got a lot of arm arrogance. That's what I see from him. And his mechanics are bad, honestly. He just very talented as far as his arm and his, he got a big arm, so his mechanics just be all over the place. But that's going to get you in trouble, I feel like. But it says Jordan Love has put together an impressive first season as a full-time starter, ranking 6th in EPA play. Okay, yeah, we see he's 6th, completion percentage 63.0. He's 25th in completion percentage. That's, that's not that great. Catchable pass rate, 69.8. That's 28th in the league. Yards per attempt, 7. That's 18th in the league. Pressure to sack percentage, 22% in the league. That's 14th in the league. Scramble percentage, 3.8. That's 23rd in the league. Okay. We see he's not getting sacked a whole lot, just a little less than average, but you can get to him. And I seen him do a lot of plays that he got away with. Like, he's just throwing the ball up in the air at times and throwing off his back foot most of the times. Like, I'm going to show y'all a little tape before we get out of here. His mechanics is all over the place. When you playing people who can cover, I think that'll get you in trouble right now.
Trap.
Our defense can cover. The yards of separation won't be as much as he's used to. Rusher breakdown, Dillon got a majority of the carries with Aaron Jones injured for most of the season. Jones showed that he can still be a successful rusher. Okay, they sharing the load pretty evenly, really. 46.7 for Dillon and 31.5 for Aaron Jones. I'm pretty sure with him being healthy, they're going to turn that up a little bit more. But let's see, yards per carry, 3.4, 4.54 for Aaron Jones. EPA rush, 0.13, and 0 for Aaron Jones. He's 11th in the league. And, this is pretty much they thunder and lightning right here. They got a big back and they got a quick back who can actually, be explosive. So, they run game is pretty good. This is probably the only room they got an advantage in against us. So we gonna have to have our A game as far as the run stopping, in my opinion. I feel like that's their best bet. They gonna need to stay ahead of the chain. So they are gonna run. They gonna take their shots, but I believe it's gonna pretty much be structured around the run game. Pass catch and breakdown. The Packers took multiple shots of wide receivers in the draft, and they are getting production as every receiver ranks in the top 65 in yards per route run. See, that's interesting. The Romeo Dobbs dude, I seen him making some plays. Jaden Reed, I seen him making some plays. He pretty much they gadget guy. That he do any kind of gadget play. Reverse, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that, runs. he doing all of that. So he's they quick like medium catches. Musgrave, a young rookie tight end. All of these guys are rookies, except I don't know about Weeks. I got to check him out. But I know Musgrave a rookie, Reed a rookie, and Dobbs, I think, if I'm not mistaken, off of my thought process, my memory. So somebody let me know. Okay, I see somebody say we buffering, but I don't think so. My phone looks like it back right. Hopefully it's a hiccup. And not permanently. I don't know. Hopefully we good. I don't know. But my side still say we good. Like my side still say we good. What's going on? It's still saying we live, but I'ma just keep going just in case it come back. I don't know. I'ma just keep going just in case we come back. Somebody let me know if it's up now, because it look like it might be up. Y'all forgive me on that. I don't know what's going on. I'ma just continue and get done with the show. Maybe it'll do right on the playback. Pass catcher breakdown, we just did that. Okay, let's move on before it screw up. looks like we got to get on up out of here in a minute. I don't know, but we spinning back today too, man. Y'all make sure y'all support the content, support the channel, support Landlord Sports. Monetarily would be great, but if you can't do that, please hit the like button, hit the share button. Hey, I said my minds, I need y'all to be sharing, man. We trying to get to 5K. I'm going to be on y'all tail a little bit more, to get that up there now. We got to get to that 5K. All right, that's a deal. Defensive overview. Under Joe Barry, the Packers defense had a rocket 2023 season. They ranked 24 in EPA played allowed and ranked similarly against both the run and the pass. However, the talent on the Packers defense is evident, and they could put together a good game in the playoffs. Okay, they could. It sounds like they got a lot of hope for them boys, man. They said I'm chopped and screwed. Is my stuff messing up still? Is my YouTube messing up still? Dang, it's chopping again. Dang. They screwing me over, man. But I'ma just keep going until it cut off, I guess. But let's see. They throwing me off with this. Our distance travel 7.4. Yak 5.19. They rank in the middle, basically mediocre in both of those areas. Sack percentage 14th, and what that is, passer rate of efficiency or something like that. Yeah, probably so. 8th in that. Top 5 personnel, of course, they running 11 personnel against them. Everybody's running 11 personnel against everybody. So that's just how it's going right now. So keep that in mind. 11 personnel is just normal practice. Everybody's getting it. I don't know why YouTube want to hate me out right now, but we just going to keep it up and just try to work through it real quick. Okay. Pass production against EPA, pass against rank and efficiency. Okay, people not having too much success throwing on them in the middle, so it looks like they linebackers and safeties play decent coverage. That's what this product pretty much tell me. But they cornerbacks, they got some lackluster cornerbacks. I'll take my people over them. That's what I say. I wonder is Facebook messing up. Let me go to Facebook, because if Facebook not messing up, then YouTube just on some other stuff. Let's see. This will tell me a lot right here. Nah, Facebook look like it's fine. So I guess YouTube is YouTube screwing up right now. Yeah, so Facebook fine, y'all. YouTube is just tripping. Okay, but yeah, we see whether people like to attack them. They get a decent amount of pressure for 3 or less people rushing, 5.4, and 4%. 4 people rushing, 67.4%. Okay, and let's see. 5 rushes or more, they get 23%. That's 6 in the league. So they actually got a lot of people that's rushing. You know what I'm saying? They got some decent rushers. They don't have one dominant pass rusher. They got a group of people who do pretty decently. So it is what it is, man. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what's going on, but we just gonna wrap up the show very shortly, man. It don't look like it want me to be great. But it looks like they gonna hate. They don't want me to be great. So we gonna wrap up the show very shortly. I don't want to be talking to myself, but I think on the replay, all this stuff might be working. Like we said, it might be just a kink in YouTube, man. Yeah, it might just be YouTube. Let me hear myself. Like my side still say we good. What's going on? Dang, it look like it's way. And let's move on before it screw up. It look like I'm way behind on YouTube. Okay, but let's go and get done, man. Coverage breakdown. They use cover 1 33.4% of the time. That's 19th. And the post is the one that gets them the most. They most vulnerable against the post, so you know you're going to see CeeDee Lamb eating that up. Okay, cover 3, 25.6. That's 9th in the league when they run cover 3. So the deep outs, that's what exposed to cover 3. Cover 2, you know, slants and ends exposing they cover 2. They really play a lot of zone. That's what it looks like to me. They play 33.4% of cover 1, but it looks like they play a lot more zone than anything. So they playing zone like crazy, and we gonna expose that. We gonna expose that zone. Mike McCarthy gonna know how to eat up that zone. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But man, it's 12 o'clock anyway, man. I guess I'm gonna have to go and wrap this up. I'll probably continue this another day. Get back into more of this. I had some plays I wanted to show y'all, but the time kind of got away from me. So I don't know, man. YouTube hated me out. I hate they ruined the show kind of like at the end. But I had a lot of information I wanted to share with y'all, man. But you know, we'll have to live to fight another day. But I appreciate all the love and support. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all, you know, support the content, man. We doing this for y'all. And you know, it was a rough one today. I'm fighting with my voice. I'm fighting with with YouTube. It's just been a straight up fight today, you know. Trap. I had to do one of these today. Look, like I had to slide on everybody today. My voice and YouTube.
Yeah. What's up, Kurt? I'm sick of you, Scotty.
But I appreciate y'all, man. We finna get ready to go and wrap this up. We finna spin back, though, man. Please make sure you spin back where my SBGs at. Y'all make sure y'all support Landlord Sports. And y'all know why them haters hate on us. Why? Because we are the greatest. That's why, man. Make no mistake about it. Let's go. You already know. Shout out to everybody, right?
Yo.
YouTube hated me out, man. I went to Facebook, everything was fine over
in
there.
my hand.
So hey, y'all forgive.
And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine, verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me, they see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble stuff ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most people say. Their words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the phoenix. Show these people I'm great enough. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals. Let the cattle see you make it. Show them all you the greatest. I'm the greatest.
Not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know them haters hate us because they ain't us. You know them haters want to try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Where my spin back gang at, man? Let's go.